Oh, good morning, my people. I hope everyone is doing great and wonderful. Yes, this is Mr. O, and it's gonna be quick and straight to the point. So today is Friday, and you know how we do it on Friday. I try as much as possible to mash up everything, read your messages, highlight our viewers. Bernard, good morning to you, to the best of my ability. All right, and we'll do that. Peter, good morning to you as well. So, what are we talking about this morning? We're mixing up everything. Ask any questions, and I'll do my best to answer you as well. This week, we've been talking about creating a safe space, a safe classroom for your students to the best of your ability, your professional ability as a teacher, wherever you are, wherever you find yourself. It is very crucial and very important to do that. All right. I know some of us will complain and say, "Oh, it's because we are not in a well-resourced school, so we cannot do the things we need to do." Benjamin, I see you. Good morning, Benjamin Nata. Desmond, good morning to you as well. Joseph, good morning. I salute you, all of you. I know some of you are not teachers, but most of you are teachers. So let's share this to our fellow teachers. Let's all engage. Let's all interact. And let's all learn. All right. I am not the reciprocity of all wisdom. I don't hold myself out as such. And I will encourage all of us to share our views as much as we can so that we can all learn. Yes, boss, Mr. Oye, good morning to you. What's up? Yeah. So we've been talking about creating safe space, safe classroom, and we mentioned some few things that we can do as teachers, right? Some few things we can do as teachers so that we can create a safe classroom, a safe learning space. King, good morning to our learners. One of the things we talk about is adaptations. One of the things we talked about is relationships, creating a good relationship with your students. And I stressed on the fact that good relationships does not have to be amorous. It must be a professional relationship. All right? A professional teacher student teacher relationship. Whether you are a male teacher or you are a female teacher. And as I said yesterday, most of the male teachers are the common culprits. We are the ones caught in the web most of the time because we were created as beings and we are moved by our eyes. All right. Men are easily moved by their eyes. So they see something, they think it is what it is, but it is not what it is. So you just have to make sure you are within the professional standard. Richmond, good morning to you. I see you. All right. And our female teachers of late, some of them have also come into the limelight. Mhm. Simon or Simon, I see you. Our female teachers, here in America, we had a lot of situations where female teachers have been stripped of their teaching licenses because they engaged with minors. All right. They engaged with minors. So it is not only men, but sometimes the female teachers also get into such trouble. It is upon you. It is you, the professional, who has to draw the line. Make sure you know where or how far you can go. Is that okay? How far you can go or cannot go. If it is beyond you, refer that student to another teacher or refer that student to a professional. Is that okay? If a student comes to you with a situation that you think you cannot deal with, you are a male teacher, refer that student to a female teacher. That will create, that will do the separation for you naturally. Or else, refer that student to somebody above you, superior above you. At that point, it is no more your responsibility, and you will not be caught in any kind of situation with that student. Because students need to engage with us, and they need to feel safe and confident in engaging with us. All right? If you have students or learners in your class, they need to leave your class knowing that, oh, I went to Mr. Simon's class and I came out this way, and I appreciate it. Anna, good morning. Smile. Some of us don't smile. Yes, some teachers, they are always frowning their faces. Why? As a teacher, you cannot be frowning your face all the time. Smile. Life is not only about, getting angry and all the things that you think about. No. Sometimes, take it easy. Rabna, take it easy. Smile. Smile to a student. Listen, that day, the only smile that child may have experienced or seen would have been yours. Maybe that day is only your smile that child will see. And that child will always want to look to your smile in the classroom. But here you are, frowning your face and angry. Mr. Pia, good morning to you. Nkechi, good morning. How are you? Nkechi will go to class, and Nkechi don't get angry because Oga don't give her money for pepper soup. Ima, good morning. Na ajili, tete, Cholo. Cholo will get to class and Cholo will be angry. Cholo go bore. He said, Madam, why are you so... Hey, shut up, sit down. No. As a teacher, if you want your class to be invited, you want your class to be sweet, please smile. Smile. It doesn't take anything from you. Make a day for that child. Maybe that child has not seen the parents smiling at each other. He comes to you and you are also frowning your face. Where do you think that child should go? Sometimes they find solace, they find safe space in us, with us, in our classrooms. For that 90 minutes or that 30 minutes, they are going to be with you. Or that 2 hours or 3 hours, they are going to be with you. So you have to make it worthwhile. Is that okay? And as I said before, it is not only about creating a physical safety. No, it is not. Arrange your class very well. Make sure there are demarcations, there are spaces for these students or these kids to walk about. There is safety in the class, physical safety. And if possible, make sure you have intervention strategies that you have set out. And remember to also craft good classroom rules. All right? Craft these rules with them. Linda, good morning. Craft your classroom rules. Let it be crafted with the student. Do it together. Let them come out with the rules, the consequences, in accordance with the school rules. That way, it becomes easy for you to police each other. They will be policing you. They will police other students, and you will be the final executioner. You know what I mean? Yes. So just make sure you set clear, straight, precise classroom rules that they can understand. Don't make it ambiguous. Mr. Zay, good morning to you, boss. Don't make your classroom rules ambiguous. No. Make it clear and straightforward. Let it be in a plain language, please. We are begging you. In our part of the world, when I was teaching, we never create any classroom rules. The classroom rules are all in the shouting and in the yelling. Hey, sit down, shut up. Bring the book. Hey, didn't that tell you to send the book to the teacher's common room? Madam Joyce. That is all we knew. And we were the rules. We were the judge. We were the persecutors. We were everything. We were lost to ourselves, to these students. And most of us experienced sad things, and it never helped us. I was sharing the last time that some of us became who we became, timid, not able to talk, not confident, because of teachers that we had. You understand? Ima, it's a Friday. It's a Friday. Thank you so much for the stars. You don't do them again, oh, Ima. You are too much. You are too much. God bless you. Some of us are the way we are because of the kind of teachers we had. So why do you want your students to go through the same thing? Why do you want your students to go through the same emotions, the same problems, the same headaches? Why should they come to your chemistry class and be angry? Why should they come to your science class and go home very unhappy? Evans, why should your students leave your math class and develop hatred for math? Why should they come to your English class and Familayo, they will be angry that Madam Familayo is not making English sweet for us? Why? Your students should leave your class having the confidence to even speak the language. Say, I don't learn something good. Oh, this madam, now you know English. Oh, Joseph, that is what we're supposed to do. Sit, I salute you. Let your students leave your class with your name on their lips. I tell you my experience all the time, that there are parents who will reach out to me and say, hey, we don't know what you're doing in your class, but keep doing it, because now my daughter comes home, talks about math. She has never liked math. All right, mommy? She has never liked math, but I don't know how you are doing it. You are doing something that is working, so keep doing it. I say, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just... Yeah, so now technology is not technology for me. Pardon me, I'll post it after the video. Is that okay? Yeah, I'll post it after the video. Molly, good morning to you, Molly. So those feedbacks, they help a lot. Trust me, those feedbacks, they are very, very important. They are very, very important. We are not used to such systems, because we also had a particular teacher who did the things. So we all went, even though we went to schools, we went to learn the professional things, we still came back and still practicing the same old ways that our former teachers were teaching us, yelling at us, caning us, knocking our head, physically abusing us, sexually abusing us, emotionally they were abusing us. Jikuno, let us stop abusing students emotionally. Do you know the insults, calling them by their physical disabilities? Do you know those things have a great impact on their mindset? Yes. Establish a classroom outline and consistently practice the routines, and it becomes a routine to them. Very, very important. Never look on if somebody breaks that rule. You understand? Madam Bonsu, long time, Ama. Let us stop abusing students emotionally. Insults does not work. They have never worked. You guys know it. In fact, you should know it by now that insulting your students, it hasn't worked and it's not going to work. They will keep developing hatred for you. They will keep harboring bad mind for you, and they will keep wishing you all the bad things in the world. They'll be cursing you in their minds, and you don't know. Those non-verbal curses, they work brutal. Non-verbal curses, they are powerful than the ones that they speak and they say out loud to you. All right, so to the best of our professional abilities, let us stop insulting them, because those ones are considered emotional abuse, and they can see you in this part of the world. You can lose your teaching license. You will never even get, in fact, you will never even get near to any classroom again. Josh, good morning. You understand? So they will make sure that you lose your job, lose your teaching license and everything if you abuse students emotionally. After the physical abuse there, you go to jail. Yes, physical abuse, to be hitting somebody's child. I told you of an experience with one Ghanaian teacher who was smacking. You know when we say smacking, those days, papaya, when we use our 2 fingers to hit children their wrist, that hey, stop doing the bad thing. Yeah, he went and did something like that in America. They nearly returned him back home. They nearly returned him back home. Simeon, they nearly returned him back home. He has to leave that school. He went to the second school. He did the same thing in America. And I said, this guy, these your family people that are following you, they followed you here too. Because he was practicing what he's used to. Joanna, good morning. How is Houston? You know, the teacher was practicing what he was used to. Top boy, beating students, getting away with it, knocking their head, pushing them around, beating their back. You get away with it. Here, you don't get away with it. You insult students. Look at the head, like the father's head. Look at the face. Oh, sit, don't curse them. I know, it is because there are no checks and balances for us to keep being professional. That is why. Yes, that is the only explanation I can give. If there were checks and balances to keep us on our toes from being irresponsible and non-professional, we would have been doing the right things. Yes, because here there are checks and balances. In fact, the students themselves know their rights. So if you insult them, they will call you out. If you say a bad word, oh, Mr. Oh, that is a bad word. No. Before you say Jack, they'll go and report you. I mentioned recently that a principal, not even a teacher, a principal lost his job in Texas. You know what he did? They were teaching and he made a comment. A comment that was considered too bad for him to make. Lisa, that was it. He lost his job. He lost his job. Intertre, good morning, Intertre. Grace, good morning, Madam Grace. Intertre, what I would advise you is go to the Freddy First page. Go to Freddy First page or Danny Legends page and reach out to them. They will help you out. All right? Martha, good morning. Francis, good morning. Prince, the car is so slick. BM. Desmond Quentin, good morning to you. How are you? So, guys, that is what happened in Texas. The principal was passing and a history teacher was teaching about slavery. And slavery, and the teacher was like, oh, the way they packed the slaves and they suffered a lot and blah, blah, blah. Then the principal made a very harmless, in our context, harmless joke. That, oh, even though the slaves suffered, their masters, the slave masters also suffered. You know why? Because the hunter will suffer now. Even though the animals being hunted, they are suffering, the hunter will also suffer. It's a common thing that we would think of, but it was a bad joke. These students sent that comment all the way to the district, and before you say Jack, less than 48 hours, the guy was asked to resign from his post as the principal because of a supposedly harmless comment. You understand? Yes, there are checks and balances. It's because these, our heads of schools and all those things, after all, they also went to similar things, and most of them cannot hold us to our professional standards. So they also let us do anything we want. But that is why we are doing some of these conversations. We are having some of these conversations so that in your best ability as a professional teacher, put your emotions aside. Whatever your partner may have said to you that made you so angry, please put it at the door. When these keys come to you, receive them. Don't leash out your anger on them. Don't leash out your frustrations on them. Yes, the system is very frustrating. I understand. We can all feel it. But there is no point in unleashing your frustrations on innocent learners who have trusted you with their brains, and they have trusted you with their emotions. They have trusted you with everything they have. In fact, they see you as their little God in that classroom. So for you to disappoint them is very dangerous. All right? Opogu, good morning to you. For you to disappoint them is very dangerous. Prince, the skyline is sweet. I asked for the skyline there. It's sweet. So for us to disappoint them as learners is very dangerous. So let us not do that. Let us do our best. Look, there are times I wake up, I don't want to go to school. There are times I get to school, you are so pissed off by what maybe an administrator will have told you or may have said to you, or some email you read. You are so pissed off, you are so angry. But do you know what you do? These kids are not the ones that made you angry. Put that anger aside, go and handle these children. Let them see the better version of you. That is why I always say that being able to manage the emotions of 14 or 15 students or 20 students that are in your classroom is very, very, very important. Anger management. Managing the emotions of others and managing yourself is very, very crucial. Because if you cannot manage your emotions, how are you going to manage that of those teenagers? Teenagers that are very hyper. Their emotions are running wild. It is very important that we do that. Let us celebrate their achievements. It's one way you can make your classroom safe. Celebrate their achievements. Give them what? Intrinsic, how do you call it? Is it intrinsic? We have intrinsic and we have extrinsic motivations. Yes. There are times my students, look, I have chips. I have some of these snacks in my drawer. Those ones are the external ones. External motivation. Give it to them. Sometimes you can give them extra grade. You tell them, hey, if you do this, if you keep this behavior, you have an extra grade for me. The grade is not for your father and your mother. Please give them the grade. Francis, good morning. The grade is not for your father or for your mother. Give them the grades, let them go home. Why are you holding up the grade? I'll fail you. You fail who? Why do you want to fail them? Fail them for what? What joy do you get from failing students? There's no joy in failing students. The fact that the student is not good in mathematics doesn't mean that he or she is good for nothing. No. He or she may be good in arts. He or she may be good in chemistry. It doesn't make the child a waste. You understand? But with our kind of teaching practices, we tend to cast everybody out because we feel they cannot understand basic mathematics. After all, why? The math, am I going to use it to go to heaven? Does it give me eternal life? No. So don't get angry. Don't be, no. I had students that I had confidence in them. I always tell them, listen, that is why you can do the differentiated learning or teaching. You understand? So for my students, what do? I always tell them, hey, you are not supposed to be doing these questions. Yours is to do at least, even if I've given 10 questions, they are supposed to do just maybe 6 or 5 of them. Yes, you differentiate your assessment, you differentiate everything that you do with them. That way they will feel safe coming back again and again and again. But if they come to you, you are insulting them. Dead brain. Tibon Kosu. You use all kind of words on them. You make them feel like they don't belong there. Yeah. You make these students feel like they don't belong. Some of our teachers made us feel that way. But it takes a strong student or strong learner to come out of that shell. Okay? It takes a strong learner to come out of that shell. So it's very, very important you do your best as a teacher. In fact, even if you are a parent, make sure you check on your children's teachers oftentimes. Interact with them. Ask them, is there anything my daughter is doing that I need to know? How can I help you make your class better? How can I help you make your teaching and learning process smooth? Does it give you troubles? Please, if it's giving you trouble in your class, kindly call me. You can reach me by email. Let's make sure we get involved in our children's education. That way, there are things that we will hear from their teachers that you yourself as a parent will not have observed. You understand? You don't have observed it, but you get it. So let's celebrate our students. Develop empathy. Make sure you have empathy for them. You know what empathy is? Some of us, that was the first one I talked about, right? Some of us never had that love, so we don't know how to even give love. It is difficult for some of us to receive love. Oh yeah. Some of us, I always tell some of my friends that, Ibrahim, assalamu alaikum. I always tell my friends that some of you people did not drink breast milk up to 6 months, so you behaved the way you behave. Yes, Ama. No. You shouldn't be happy when your students fear you. No, I wasn't happy. Look, when I was teaching in Ghana, I was never happy when my students were so scared of me, because you see, it becomes very difficult for me to reach them, because once there is fear and it's not respect, they block you from reaching them. Yes, and everything you do or say, they will not even get it. You know what I mean? Everything you do or say, it doesn't go. So your students should not fear you. No. They should rather respect you, and they should be able to interact with you. Oh, madam, please, what you are writing is wrong, because what we have in the book is different from... Oh, really? Okay, let me check. Then quickly you correct yourself. We all make mistakes. We are humans. But if you say, shut up, what do you know? When I was in training college, you were not even born. When I was in the university, you were still in your mother's womb. Then you make them feel like, they are good for nothing. Kwabena, you make them feel like they are good for nothing. At the end of the day, that student sometimes will never talk in your class again. You understand? Miriam, that student may never talk in your class again. He will never open his mouth to even ask a question, even if he doesn't understand, because he or she is scared of you. It doesn't help them, and it doesn't help you. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you look professional. So let's show empathy. Let's put ourselves in their shoes. Imagine yourself sitting in that chair and a teacher standing in front of you doing the same things, misbehaving towards you, disrespecting you as a learner, as if you don't have rights, as if you don't know anything, as if you are just good for nothing. No. Put yourself in their shoes. Sometimes when you are teaching, go and sit down in that chair and look. Give one of them the chance. Hey, go and explain this thing to your friends. Encourage them to show, how do you call it? To be participators in the teaching and learning process. Francis, encourage them to participate in the teaching and learning process. Trust me, you walk out of that class feeling big and knowing that you have achieved something, you have impacted somebody's life. Some of you don't have empathy. No. You don't even know how to empathize with people. A child has come to you and he or she is saying, Madam, I've not eaten the whole day, or I've not eaten since morning. Get out from here. Am I your mother? Am I your father? No. Take your time. Mercy. Talk to that child. Why have you not eaten? What is happening? Go behind the scenes and go and find out what is happening in their homes. You understand? It takes nothing from you. My sister, my brother, it takes nothing from you. That's why you are a professional. Sometimes it doesn't take salary, it doesn't take money to do some of the things you as a professional teacher should be doing. Sometimes it's just the matter of being able to connect with these kids, adapt to their behavior. Sometimes, look, there are students in my class, they came with all these clown behaviors. They wanted to disrespect me. They were, Mr. O, what? Did you even go to college? Are you sure you went to college? Thank you so much, Kwabena. Yes, these students can ask you, did you even go to college? Why did you go to college? Man, your accent is so bad, man. And you say something, they don't repeat it, and they'll be laughing at you. Papa P. Papa P. you remind me of Aki and Popo's movie. You know, at the end of the day, they come to my class thinking that they were going to make fun of me. Then I'll turn that fun around. When I say that, then I'll start playing some African music. Then they say, Mr. O, I know that music. Tete, I know that song. I say, yeah, you know that song, and you understand that song, but you don't understand me. Me or you, who wear the same pants, then they'll start laughing. Then sometimes I will just switch to pure local dialect. And I said, can you even speak more than one language? Me, I speak about 4 languages. I speak my broken Ga, I speak my broken Fanti, I speak the Chi, I speak Ewe. Then they will be there, they'll be looking at you and say, yes, I've spoken about 5 languages within 1 minute. And you are sitting there. You don't even understand one language. And you want to compete with me. Look, I'll use nice ways of shutting you down. Hey, Paulina. Hey, Pauline. Long time, oh, how are you? Monsieur Govi. Thank you. Sometimes I speak my broken French. And I say, you are here laughing at my pronunciations. Tag, good morning. I tell them all the time, I say, you are here laughing at my pronunciations. Me, I can speak French. I can speak 4 local languages. I can speak this one. I speak 6 languages. Can you even speak 2 languages? No. The English you are even speaking, you don't even understand. Then we all start laughing. Then they say, Mr. O, it's okay, Mr. O. And they know that I'm not angry. Then you say, damn, Mr. O, man, come on, man. Why are you doing that, man? Why? Then I turn it around. Then it becomes a joke on them. From that point, look, a time will come, that student now is rather one of your best students. Benedictus. That student is rather one of your best students. It depends on the way you are able to adapt to their behaviors. You understand? Ernesto Papa. That is how you do it. You don't go around because that student is making fun of you, then you also get angry. Hey, you can't make fun of me. Yeah, James. Good morning. No, my brother. Relax. Put your macho aside. Some of you will go to gym, you lift weight, then you come. Then you are looking puffy. Hey, macho teacher. For you are the bodybuilder teacher. Then every student should be scared of you. No, my brother. They will not be scared of you. That your muscles will not scare them. Here, if you come, you see a tiny student. You see those tiny ones like mosquito. They are the ones that will be your nemesis. They are the ones that will give you hell. Trust me. They will make life so unbearable for you. Back home in Africa, the little ones coil in their shells, right? Here, the little ones, they come out of their shells. And they are the ones who will be making noise. In fact, they'll be talking. Because they know you can't do anything with all your muscles and your body. You cannot do anything to them. The next minute, they are the ones reporting you. You lose your job right now. If you lose your job, if you are lucky, they will not press charges. So you are fine. You will get away with it. But if they press charges against you, you are going inside the cooler. All right? So guys, let us do our best as teachers. These children that come to us, they are not empty-headed. They are not daft. Nicholas, good morning. They are not daft. You know? They are not. Don't think they are empty and you are the one who is coming to pour into them. Tag. Don't think they are the ones and the tag who can. I'm the tag one. Hey, shut up. I know all math. Sit down. Hey, listen to me. No. They don't even care about you. You are driving Mercedes-Benz. That child brings F-150 to school. That child brings Tesla to school. That child brings the same car you are driving to school. After school, that child or that student is going to work. So you think he's so scared of you? He's not. That child is not scared of you. You understand? They are not scared of you. Francis, Mr. O, at the end of the day, the dollar will make you smile to neutralize the whole nonsense. But here, Our CD will make you frown. How you go do it? The situation demands. Babson born winner. I like your name, my brother. Babson born winner. You are born a winner. It is true. You are really born a winner. Teaching is not about bodybuilding. Oh, yes, Kwabena, I'm telling you. If you come here, you realize that you're teaching, your bodybuilding is nothing to them. Because he knows you cannot do anything to him. You cannot touch him. You cannot even speak bad to him. He will come right in your face. If you see these tiny ones coming to stand in your face that they want to beat you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Touch me. Touch me. You're going to see. Because they know they have the power in the popo. So that is where they go to easily. The popo is their go-to. So that is why he has all the mouth. Apart from the popo, you know that he can press charges against you and squeeze you out of all your money. He can sue you and you go and pay about 1 million to him for free. Jonathan, good morning to you. You understand? And as Francis is saying, listen, don't let, I know the dollar will make you smile. Sometimes you just look at the dollar, then you smile. But you see, even if it's a cedi, even if it's a naira, even if it's a shillings, even if it's a rand, even if it's a Zimbabwe dollar, please, Peter Kwanzaa, I am begging you guys. I know it is not, I'm not supposed to be begging you. We are supposed to do our jobs as professionals. You understand? But let us try our best. If the local currency is making you frown your face, try your best to live beyond the local currency. You know what I mean? Live beyond the local currency. Your life should not be dependent on it. If your life depends on it, that is where you get angry at the little provocation. I've been driving on these roads in America. Do you see people blowing, honking their horns anyhow? No, they don't. Because even if you make a mistake, you can be parked there. They will not honk at you. You know what they will do? Everybody will just come and park at your back, quietly, waiting for you to go. Or sometimes they'll get down and push your car for you so that you can get out of the way for them to go. It is not about frowning face and shouting. No. Anakwajo, good morning. Augustus, I see you. Peter says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Peter. I want to read as many messages. Letitia, good morning. Let me try and see if I can read. Also, we are lucky our children don't know how to report teachers. That is why we handle them. That is why we don't handle them with care. It is true. They don't know the law. You see, they are not conversant with the law. In fact, they don't know their rights and their privileges as students. So that is why we get away with certain things. That is why our teachers of old has gotten away with certain things. And we are encouraging the new generation of teachers not to repeat the same mistakes. Guys, let us not continue to repeat the same mistakes our forebears made. Lucky. Shine. Good morning. It is easy. Yes, I salute you. It is easy. In fact, some parents don't even know their rights of their students. So at the end of the day, when you go to school and the teacher is yelling and insulting you, they take it. And they say, the teacher has said it too. I can't say anything. But if you have parents who know their rights, who know what they are supposed to know, you, that teacher, you'll be in hot pepper soup. They'll use you for kebab. Charles, they'll use you for kebab. Trust me. I'll call you right after this video. Because that parent will come and scream in that school. And the principal doesn't want to get into trouble. So the principal will give you up. They will sacrifice you. They will use you for kebab. Then you know that next time you don't shout on students. You don't insult them. You don't hit them. It's abuse. It is called abuse. Hitting students is called what? Physical abuse. Insulting them is called what? Emotional and psychological abuse. Calling them by their physical disabilities are all considered a form of what? Abuse. Okay, Mariama. All right, so Miriam says, one day I told my class 6 children. Wait, Miriam, I want to read your message. So give me a second. It said, one day I told my class 6 students that they should have the right to sue the government. They have the right to sue the government for not providing them textbooks and desks. In fact, they were so surprised. Yeah, they'll be surprised. They will be surprised. Trust me, Miriam. If even me, as a teacher, when I read some of the handbooks of teachers in Ghana, and and I'm like, so I have this right as a teacher. I was surprised about some of the rights I have as a teacher. Kwame, good morning. Kwame, are you in school? Or you are home enjoying the snow? I drop all my tag life at the airport in America classroom. Who's It's true. In American classroom, even if you are big, you are small. It is not your macho. Your macho doesn't even read the classroom. Look, Mariam was saying something. Even me as a teacher, some of us as teachers, when you read your handbooks, you read some of the rights and some of the things you have, some of the privileges you have as a teacher, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked that, so this thing is in the law books that I am entitled to this, I'm entitled to this. You are entitled to a leave, you are entitled to a paid sick leave, you are entitled to this, and I'm like, are you sure? Are they talking about me? Obapa, good morning. Peter, let me stop and read your message. It's a Friday. I want to read as many messages as I can. Peter says, my main problem here is how our leaders from always want to improvise, want us to improvise. Why will you get a laptop? Also then, why will you get me a laptop to teach and yet purchase something below standard and yet pressure me to improvise? No projectors in class, but we'll keep doing our best. Peter, I understand you. I know it is very, very frustrating. Trust me. It is very frustrating to be teaching, especially ICT in Ghana and not having the right equipment and apparatus and and what again? There's a name they call it. Obapa Nancy. It is very frustrating. It is very, very, very frustrating. Yes. You see, Prince is also surprised. Prince is surprised at the fact that you can sue the government for not providing. Yes, you can sue the government. You can sue the government. When you raise a case, they'll make it foolish case. No, they don't have to. Look, even in American classroom, do you know that sometimes when I came first, there are times I have to use my own money to do certain things because, you see, I want to make life easy for myself in my classroom. Nicholas, I know the money is not enough, but I want to make life easy for myself. I want to help my students achieve something. So sometimes I even use my own funds to pay for certain platform. Look, there's a platform I was using, Delta Mar. When I came first, you have to pay for it. Until I spoke to my head of department and he said, look, when you pay for it, bring the receipt. The school is supposed to pay, or the district have funds that they will give you to reimburse you. I didn't know at first, but I was paying for it for almost 2 years before I got to know. Then I sent all the receipt and they paid me back. You understand? So I know sometimes you can get surprised. Nicholas says, boss, can I get in touch? Yes, you can get in touch. I have my link there. Just book a session and let's talk, okay? Fumi, good morning, Fumi. How are you? Ellen, good morning. Nana Kofi, good morning. Queen Ebo. Is it Queen Ebo or Queen Ebo? Sorry if I got it wrong. All right. So guys, that is what we keep talking about. Let's as teachers, as parents, let us get involved in the teaching and learning process of our students. And Francis says, Francis, I want to read your message. The issue is systemical. Just simple content in pedagogical training, no show. How can you teach for 5 years without going for any content or pedagogy? Well, that is bad. Jim, that is bad. I'm telling you, Victoria Victory. Look, you cannot hear every day we are going for training. Francis, every day, every week. Ibi, good morning, sir. Every day we are going for training. Yesterday we had one. A day before, in fact, today we are going for another LEAP meeting. Every day. You see, sometimes if I show you my calendar, maybe I'll post it under this video. If I show you my calendar, the lineup, you realize that you are not just a teacher. You are more than a teacher here. Tabitha, good morning. Every day there is something for you to learn. You are doing this training. In fact, last Monday we had a training in person training. Next week Monday we are having one that is going to be remote. So maybe I'll be working from home. We'll do it online. And in fact, when it was a Wednesday, we had another one. We had the training we had on Wednesday was on child abuse and child adaptation, sexual abuse, and all these abuses that I keep talking about. And I tell you that the tone of the abuses have now been redefined. So a little click, you are done. You may not see it as an abuse, but it's an abuse. It's an abuse. So let us try our best. Kwegu, let us try our best. I know it is hard. Francis, I know it is difficult. After the training there, I'll keep telling all of you. What I have seen and tasted here, I can tell you for a fact that if I am supposed to return to Ghana today to impart you see, you will be a different teacher. The level of patience. That is why if you are very observant, unless the person did not travel and travel well, that is why I keep saying all the time. There are people that travel, but they don't let the country that they went to pass through them. They came to pass through America. The America never passed through them. Those ones are different. But the one that America passed through the America enter where, my brother, if that person comes back to the home country, that person behaves differently. The level of patience. Sometimes, look, you can sit in traffic quiet. Nobody is passing the side and side, even though the roads are there. Because those side and side roads are left for the emergency cars, ambulance, police, and other things. You dare not pass it. Or bus lanes. You dare not pass it. So you realize that the person becomes more tolerant. Look, all the teachers who are coming here, if they come back to their home country, look, they'll be more tolerant. Children will be misbehaving. They'll be looking at them. Guys, let's go. Sit down. Guys, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pay attention. Come on. Come on. Let's all phones away. Like it be Africa. Hey, put that phone away. Give it to me. Bring it. That is what we'll be doing. But here, no. You can't do that. So you become more tolerant. You realize that is why we say in Ghana that the bloggers are complaining. It's not that they're complaining, no. It's just that you are used to a certain way of life here. The system have modeled you in a way. So when you come back, when you're not seeing that, you are like, what is happening? You get frustrated sometimes. But it also builds your resilience. It builds your patience level. It increases it. It can be frustrating, friends. I know. Akins, good morning. Joan, good morning. Jigbody Boniface. Wow, I have not seen your name before. Jigbody, long time. Ellen says, I use my own money to buy some TRLs. I go for training. I just want to grow professional. I'm telling you, sometimes you go online, look for some of these trainings. I mean, Zach, and join it. I know sometimes it's difficult, but look, you realize that, so have I been doing this thing wrong? There are topics that some of you are teaching right now. If you go for a little training, Noel, and you come back, you realize that, I've been teaching this thing wrong. This thing is... And because of pride, you cannot go back to your students and tell them that, oh, class, sorry, the question I solved yesterday was wrong. So please, let us correct ourselves. But if you have a very safe classroom, if you create a very good atmosphere, you have that rapport with your students, you realize that you can go back to them and say, the question we solved yesterday, or I facilitated yesterday that you guys copied, please go back to your notebook. Let's correct it. Oh, yes, I do it all the time. And it's easy for me because the kind of relation I have with them. In fact, then there's somebody who will just be on the laptop and be checking. Mr. O, are you sure that answer is correct? So what do you mean? No, but I check here, it's different from what you have. Okay, let's look at it together. I go back to the screen, we check, okay, I missed this point. Professionally, you have to use something to, corner them and let them know that, yeah, you know the thing, but you miss something. Sometimes you get the truant ones, the annoying ones who say, Mr. O, are you sure? Do you even know how to teach? Yeah, you get those annoying ones. But on a majority level, they all know that we make mistakes. Let them understand that mistakes are part of the learning process. But because you have not made mistakes part of the learning process, it is difficult for you to make one and correct yourself. Yes. But if you let them understand that mistakes are part of a learning process, it helps you to become a better learner or understand the concept very well. They accept it when you make a mistake as a teacher. But if you don't give them that room to operate, when you make that mistake, they will start looking at you weird. Look, if you stand before your students to teach and you are not delivering, they know. In fact, you yourself, you know. Unless you are dumb and you are daft and you decide that you are not going to, pay attention. But if you are not delivering, they know, they feel it. You yourself, there are times I go and deliver the lesson. I know that this lesson, go cry, enter. So you plan and go and reteach. MFA, you plan and go and do what? And go and reteach. Richard Tagwanti, the position awaits you, Minister of Education in Ghana. Tagwanti, I beg you, don't bring me trouble. Don't bring me trouble. I'm not chasing after anybody's post. I beg. But if I become the minister in Ghana, for instance, now teachers will, a lot of them will stop teaching. Oh yes, a lot of them will stop teaching. Trust me. Bose, did I get your name right, madam? Forgive me if I got it wrong. Bose Ogunyabi. No, let me mention it. Ogunyabi. My sister, your name is correct. Your name is good. What is the meaning? If you can help me. Our Nigerian names, our African names are powerful. Very powerful. Bose Ogunyabi. Yeah. You know? When I come back, I know a lot of teachers will resign. You know why they'll resign? They'll resign because you put them on their toes. We'll make them work. We'll make them teach. You want to teach? You go teach. That is how they do it here. You want to teach? You go teach. You go teach. Make you know that you are teaching. In fact, you will get angry in teaching. It's not easy. You go bore. Some of them will pack their bags and leave the classroom because we'll make you teach. You understand? Oh, MFI, if I get it there, fine. Why not? I can be a minister. It's not difficult. Back home, the little things I've seen here, trust me, you can even give that ministry to a principal here. He will handle it. A principal from America, he can handle it easily. Because the things we do, they are simple. Our system, we don't have certain troubles that they have here. Oh, yeah. So the minister will have all the time to do all. How much paperwork do you even do as a teacher? How much paperwork? If a student is graduating from your class, how much paperwork? Do you know the paperwork you have to fill? The 504 plans, the IEPs, the meetings you have to go. You have to coordinate with the student's psychologist or the student's IEP manager and make sure that you are filling forms, you are giving inputs, you are giving feedback. Do you know the paperwork here? And back home, we don't do any paperwork. We don't take care of any 504 plans. We don't take care of anything. So no IEP. So how difficult is that job? Philip, Francis, good morning. Nicholas, how difficult is that job? Ricky, how difficult is that minister's job? It's not. But for me, if I'm a minister, I'll make you work. Hey, some of you go work and you go leave the classroom. Some of you will leave the classroom. Some of you will leave the classroom because the job you go do, the teaching go enter you where. So guys, if you are not going for training, if you are not getting any training, as Francis said, please get online, go to YouTube, get some trainings for yourself. You need to be professional as much as possible. Your professional standards are very, very important. So you need to be able to do your job to the best of your ability as a professional. Is that okay? That is what I will leave with you. There are training materials. Dr. Amma Manson organizes some of these trainings on her page. Go there, register, get education. Recently, last year, she was in Ghana, and he said what he want people discounted. And I paid for even people. Look, they were supposed to pay how much? Was it 150 Ghana cedis for the training? People were still begging 150 Ghana cedis to train, to learn, to upgrade your mindset, to know how to practice the best practices. Trust me, you don't want to do that. As much as I know it will cost you sometimes, but the little that you can, if you don't want, go to YouTube. There are videos. People have done a lot of free trainings. Take your time, use your data to watch, understand and learn. So I've been killing these children. Is that how you are supposed to teach this thing? And you have been teaching it wrongly. You know, at least learn something that you can practice. Make a world a better place. Even if one student leave your class feeling confident and knowing that I'm going to conquer the world, you have done your part. You're not supposed to make all the 22 students, succeed. No. If they succeed, congratulations. But as much as you can do it in your own power and do it in your own ability. Chooks. Good morning, Chooks. Ebuka. Aga. Waiting to happen. You know? Let us do our best. And parents, get involved in your children's education. It is very important. Know how their teachers are coping with your children. Know how your child is behaving in the classroom. So that whatever the teacher will need to help that child to succeed, you can also provide it in your own small way. If you have to make sure he behaves well, make sure he does. You are part of the whole thing. The child only spends less than 10 hours with the teacher. But they spend 24 hours. They spend more than they spend with the teacher, with you, the parents. Ever said them, help the teachers, help your children to become better. And we can hold our teachers to all professional standards as much as we can. But if you don't get involved in your children's education, you cannot hold the teachers to their professional standards. Is that okay? Teachers, as we are, we will want to do what we want to do. But as soon as we know that there's somebody watching us, there's somebody who is an oversight, who has an oversight over us. If I don't do it, this child is going to tell the mother, and the mother will come here yelling at me, and the mother will create trouble for me. The mother will take me to the radio station, will report me to the police station. Then teachers will start behaving professionally as much as possible. Yes, don't detach yourself. Some of you just send your children to the school, and that is it, you forget. You don't care. Whatever is happening, how the teacher is communicating with them, how the teacher is talking. No, you don't care. You need to care now. Is that okay? We are in the 21st century. Agbavivi, I salute. On that note, I thank you all for engaging with me. I thank you all. Share this video to some teachers. Share it to somebody. Let us all learn. Share it to a parent. Put it in your parents group. And encourage them to watch. I know it's a little bit long, but encourage them to watch it to the end. You know, I didn't want to make it so long, but encourage them to watch it to the end. Let us all learn. Let us all interact. And let me see your comments in the comment section. And we'll do the interaction afterwards. All right? Have a blessed day. And I'll see you when I see you. Enoch, you were late a little bit, but you can watch later. Okay?